Alright, Virgo, this is Will back for a September reading. We are using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I ordered a few new tarot decks. I got a ton of new tarot decks this month. I've been collecting them like crazy. Had lots of readings to do. Always get way behind on these horoscope readings, but that's okay, because here we are right now. And we're going to pull some cards and see what we got. This is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. And this one is used by a lot of readers that I've seen in other YouTube videos, including one of my favorites, Rich Lop. If you're watching this video, Rich, I love you, man. I think this is the deck that he was using. He turned me on to it, so I ordered my own. And it's a super user-friendly deck, similar to Rider-Waite and similar to a lot of the other decks that I have. And it shuffles real nice. Cards don't seem to be quite as thick and stiff as some of the other decks that I have. And also, like, I think what I like best about it is that even though the cards are holographic, they still show up pretty well on film. So let's split this and shuffle it one more time. I might use this deck for the rest of my monthly readings this month. I'm not sure how many more I got to go. I got thrown off track because I didn't do all of my August readings. August was a difficult month, but let's make September better. I think it's like September 12th or September 13th or something like that. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at these cards. Let me set my deck down real quick. Okay, so your energy for the month is represented by the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands. The people in your life are represented by the Two of Wands reversed and the Star reversed. What draws you or separates you is the Ten of Cups. And up here, possible outcome, we got the Sun. And we've got the Queen of Cups. Down here, another possible outcome is we've got the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I see both the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands as cards of action. I see that being action based on faith and creativity and passion and all that good stuff. And I see like a bit of a struggle in the creative sense, like, or the sense of things that you're passionate about. There's something that you're taking action on right now, or you're learning right now, and it's something that you felt strongly about, or had some deep, like, they're not necessarily... It's hard for a lot of people to understand the distinction between cups and wands, and this is the way that I explained this to somebody else not long ago. Like, I think of cups as the way that we relate to other people, like how we relate emotionally to the people around us, and I think of wands as kind of the way that we relate to the universe, like things that we can't. It would be like the difference between like hope and love. So there's new things on the horizon for you, and you're out getting it right now. You're doing exactly what you need to do to achieve the things that you need to achieve in your life, and you don't even have to put much thought in it because you're running on hope alone, and that's a beautiful thing. And I see the people in your life watching you do this, and I see them as in a position of doubt. Like, they're not thinking that you have things completely under control, probably because you're you're making your movements and your actions based on hope alone, and you're on hope alone, and they can't really see your vision. They don't have the same vision as you, or things aren't lining up in their mind the way that things line up in yours, and that's perfectly okay. But you need to be mindful of this when you're communicating with them about things that you're passionate about, that they might not share the same opinion, and they might offer you some criticism or some they just don't see it the way that you see it, and that's okay. Not any everybody does not have the same vision, and that's part of what makes humans beautiful. You can see things differently, and you don't have to have the people in your life agree with your every action. Now, I see what's drawing you to the people in your life is a sense of love and fulfillment. We've got the Ten of Cups here. Ten of Cups card here right now, which I see the Ten of Cups is like our fairy tale ending card. Like the way things are supposed to work out that make us feel the most happy and the most fulfilled. Like we got it's the somewhere over the rainbow card. We've got a rainbow and a man and wife and two little children, a beautiful homestead, and 10 cups floating in the sky. And it's a beautiful thing, and this is part of your vision too, your vision of fulfillment. But the people in your life aren't necessarily seeing it. They're just not there yet. So you need to continue to work towards bringing that to fruition. And I do see this as a strong possibility. The potential outcome here is the Queen of Cups, which is it's like two cards after the Ten of Cups, and that's another card of emotional mastery and happiness and peace, and overall good connection with others, nurture. And I also see the Sun, which is another beautiful card of fulfillment and new beginnings. However, there is the possibility that our whatever it is that we're working hard to doesn't necessarily turn out the way that we planned it, based on the Nine of Cups here. If we look at this, the man is bruised and beaten, and this is a few cards ahead, but the card right before this is him sparring with himself rather than sparring with the group of people here. But there's a bunch of wands coming up out of the ground, and immediately after that we have this card, and he ends up with a bandage on his head, and it's because of his own doing. He was too old. I see him as being, he was overzealous, but in this he's learned, and I see him taking action and going forward with a new idea. If the idea or whatever you're passionate of right now doesn't work out, then we've got a new idea to take action on the horizon, or a new way to approach the old idea. So I don't see this as being a negative reading at all. I see this as overall being, it's like either we accomplish our goal or we learn from it kind of hand, and we know how to take action in the future in a more appropriate way. So we'll get you guys some oracle cards here. What's the time at right now? We're at 8:31. So I'm using a Lenormand deck for oracle readings this month, which has worked pretty well. I don't know how to play Lenormand the way that it's meant to be played, but I've been using these as oracle cards similar to the Radiant Sun deck. They got some pretty cool artwork on them, and I think we got time for, we'll pull you two of them. Okay, so kind of like I said, this is kind of a confirmation card. If things don't work out the way that we hope that they will, then we're definitely going to learn something from this month. I drew the book card, and I see a book as a piece of education. If we look, we've got the medical serpent up there. We're going to learn something important. So this month is a month of learning and lesson. And I also drew the Tower card. Now, I actually want to look in the book here before I give you the interpretation of the Tower card. That tower isn't falling like in the Rider-Waite deck, but like I said, I'm still learning how to read this correctly. This is somewhat unprofessional of me, but fuck it, this is my channel. So we'll find the tower in here. What number is the tower? Okay. So in the book, the tower stands for ambition, arrogance, and authority, borders, and bureaucracy, which is not what I expected. In the Rider-Waite deck, the tower card means like something's got to crumble to start anew. And this card is regarded as a positive card. We can all learn something together. It means corporation, confinement, conglomeration, ego, franchises, government, guidance, rules, high self-esteem, higher education, imprisonment, isolation, law, limitation. Okay, well, it says it's a positive card. I hope this was helpful to you this month, Virgo, and I'll catch you guys next month.